Rise and shine, friends! Today, I'll be taking you through a day in my life as a first-year medical student at the University of Toronto. I woke up at 9 a.m. today, but this usually ranges from 7 to 10 a.m., depending on the day. To wake myself up and start the day off right, I blasted some Bollywood music while brushing my teeth. I usually pick out my outfits the day before, and since I knew I was shadowing today, I handpicked a nice semi-formal shirt and headed for a shower to freshen up. After showering, I poured myself a nice bowl of 2% milk for my morning cereal. And don't judge my pouring skills, it's not my fault bag milk is impossible to pour. I then warmed my milk in the microwave for 25 seconds precisely. And then I poured some scrumptious Honey Nut Cheerios. I've been eating Vector cereal for breakfast for the past 7 years now, but I'd run out, so Cheerios was my backup. While munching away on my cereal, something I like to do most mornings, and this morning, was to fill out my daily tracker in Notion. And Notion, it's a productivity software that essentially allows you to organize your life. I use my daily tracker to keep a record of my day-to-day life, including any dreams I've had, what I'm grateful for, what would make my day today, my sleep time, as well as a checklist of the things I want to accomplish in the morning. And today I'm particularly grateful for having you as a viewer of my YouTube channel. At the end of the day, I'll come back to my daily tracker and fill out my daily highlight, which is a journal of the most memorable moments in my day. And I'll end breakfast by reading Bond News to get caught up on current events. Following health-related news was particularly helpful when I was preparing for my med school interviews. Since I knew I'd be out of the house all day, I packed a lunch including some dal, some bread to eat the dal with, some dried fruits, a protein shake because we gotta get them gains, and a blueberry muffin. With my bag and lunch bag packed, I was ready to head out of the house for another adventurous day. While I walk to the hospital, I usually have my earbuds in and listen to a podcast. I've been hooked on a podcast called The Knowledge Project, in which the host of the podcast, Shane Parrish, interviews people who have mastered various topics such as leadership, success, and happiness. And when I was preparing for my med school interviews, I would listen to White Coat Black Art, hosted by Dr. Brian Goldman, and Front Burner, which keeps you caught up with current events in Canada. Having arrived early at the Toronto Western Hospital, my friend and I practiced our presentation for our health and community class. For our presentation, we were asked to discuss a piece of media that touches on challenges in long-term care. We decided to discuss a book called Being Mortal, in which Dr. Atul Gawande addresses the elimination and reduction of essential funding for geriatric programs. After our class, I headed off to the Toronto Rehab Institute for Cardiac Rehab for a shadowing opportunity. The commute was an hour long, so to keep myself productive, I read a book on my phone called The Alchemist, and then did Anki to memorize what feels like an infinite amount of information. This is my second time going to shadow at Toronto Rehab's cardiac program, which is designed for patients who have experienced cardiac events, like heart attacks and surgeries. These patients are referred here to aid their recovery and improve their heart health. One of the key things I learned about was stress testing, which involves monitoring a patient's heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing exercise to assess how well their heart functions under physical stress. While commuting back home, I received a call from my mom, who calls me every night to make sure I'm still alive and reminds me to take my vitamins. I make it home safely, and I'm starving since I didn't finish my food, so head straight to my desk and munch on some dal and bread. I like to watch or do something while I'm eating, so I get caught up on a new video released by my favorite YouTuber, Ali Abdal. I usually go to the gym around 4 p.m, but since today was a busy day, I get a nice workout in later in the day. I've been using Jeff Nippard's push-pull leg workout plan, and it's been working wonders. I've linked the workout plan in the bio. Today is everyone's favorite day, leg day, so I start off with some deadlifts and work through the exercises. After coming back from the gym, I blast some Bollywood music and take a nice shower to wash off the gunk and sweat from my gotta get them gains workout. After showering, I head to my workstation to become one with my Google Calendar. My philosophy in life is that if it's not in my Google Calendar, it's not going to happen. After becoming one with my Google Calendar, I scroll through it to begin prioritizing and time blocking my work for the rest of the night. I have two main things to finish. The first being my computing for medicine homework, and the second being my hematology lectures. Computing for Medicine is a certificate program I'm enrolled in alongside my medical studies to learn data science in Python. I chose to enroll in it because I thought it would provide a better foundation for my bioinformatics research. We're currently learning about analyzing time series data in the frequency domain, which is relevant for analyzing data from signals. Having worked my noggin to its max capacity, I take a 10-minute power nap to get me recharged to finish my homework and complete my lectures before I sleep. I've been taking power naps throughout university, and I honestly attribute how I'm able to get through all of the things I do because of them. I then finish and submit my Computing for Medicine homework, get through one lecture, and call it a night after a ginormous yawn from my body telling me to hit the haystack. I've been trying to brush my teeth every night before I sleep because oral hygiene is important. I finish my daily highlight in Notion and then grab my Kindle because I like to read or listen to a podcast every night before I sleep. I'm currently reading Better by Dr. Atul Gawande, in which he discusses 3 core requirements for successful performance in medicine: diligence, doing right, and ingenuity. It's been a great read and would highly recommend it. After feeling my eyes close, I toss my Kindle to the side, tell my Google Home to set an alarm for the next morning, and call it a night. Thank you for joining me in a day of my life, friends.